Do your best Impy Boy impression, Ryan.
Fucking man, asshole.
Taking a shit while trying to fight.
The teddy bear friendship.
Picture this. In 2014, I get my first PS3, and then the game I've been asking for a while now, Garden Warfare 1. Basically, PvZ is one of my favorite franchises of all time. I love how much character and personality they put into these games, and it's just so much fun to just hang out with friends and play Team Vanquish. Sure, I get ticked off, but I get ticked off at every game, so this is no exception. I've been around for the entire cycle of Garden Warfare 1 to now. Basically, I've been around ever since the second game of the entire franchise, Garden Warfare 1. I wasn't there for PvZ 1, obviously, because it was in 2009. I was only 1 year old. But I did play PvZ 1 when I was 4, in 2012. It for some reason scared me. 2 years later, I played the original game and Garden Warfare 1 at the same time, and yeah, I love both games. So, Garden Warfare 1 was a lot of fun. It was, like, honestly one of my favorite games to this day. Possibly my favorite. I don't know about my favorite anymore. I changed my mind. But it's still, like, I can still go back to it any day of the week and have fun. But there are a couple flaws with it, like, say, how you level up and the amount of like, there's 3 broken characters that just break the game and are not fun to play against at all. But other than that, the game's good. Then you get Garden Warfare 2, which is basically, I'll admit, a straight upgrade. You nerf all the broken ass characters, maybe add just like one more, and there you go. There's Garden Warfare 2, Garden Warfare 2. It's basically just Garden Warfare 1 with more things, new characters, and basically and more polished gameplay. So fast forward to like later that year, you get PvZ Heroes. It's basically a card game. It's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know why they made it, but it was fun. And at this time, this one I really started getting into PvZ 2. I finished the game, but yeah, PvZ 2 I didn't like it near as much as the other games, but it was still a lot of fun to play. But it was just ridiculously hard. Anyways, fast forward 3 years, you get BFN. Needless to say, I've spoken my opinion about this game many times. I think BFN is easily the worst PvZ game they have ever cooked up. And to be honest, it was just, it's like a third child. It's a disappointment. Like, nobody wants you. But with that being said, the PvE regions were a lot of fun to play around with. Like going to the PvE regions, but the only downside is that they were kind of just reskins of like the Team Vanquish maps, but they were still fun. I like the story element, and yeah, Garden Warfare 2 single player didn't have much, but it was pretty good, and they just expanded on that with the PvE regions. Problem is that's all BFN has going for it, PvE regions. When it came out in Founders, I thought it was awful. Honestly, I didn't think it was good at all. I thought it sucked. It was unpolished, clunky, glitchy as all hell, and just not good. Like, not good at all. Nightcap was broken AF. Same with SB, Super Brains. Soldier and Corn sucked a lot of ass. Pea Shooter had a homing upgrade. Rose was kind of average until like a month later. Sunflower was an annoying piece of shit. Let's see, Pyre and Cactus were useless. And Citron, Shield. Just a Shield's all you need to know about him. All-Star was very underwhelming, same with Impy Boy. They butchered my guy. But yeah, it was not fun. Fast forward to December, BFN was actually looking pretty promising. Time to kill changes, everyone was sort of balanced. Like, say, my favorite characters were good. Problems though, they made Soldier OP with one update in October. Then they made him even more OP by adding another bit of damage to him and making his rate of fire slightly faster. Then in March, that's when everything started to fall even more than Founders did, and then every update the game got worse, starting March until now. The only update that has actually made the game slightly better is the last update that just came last month. It's made it slightly better. Gameplay is more polished than ever, but it's still not near on the caliber of like Garden Warfare 1 and 2. Also, they butchered Ops, because Ops was just like Ops was actually really fun. Like, it was a lot of fun to just see what's gonna happen. Ops then was boring. He respawned if you died in single player, and basically you didn't have to revive your teammates because they would respawn mid-round if they died for real. Part of the charm about Ops was that if one of your teammates went down, that was a heavy loss on your part. Like, if you don't revive them in like 20 seconds, you gotta go on the match without them, the round without them. That's why Crazy is so. It's actually a lot of it's actually really difficult. And I'm actually gonna be streaming Crazy Ops later. I might do it with AIs because my PS Plus is running out, so I might have to do it with AIs. But I'll be streaming it anyways. I could get Zombros in a party, just chat with them. We might be doing a Rec Room stream, but we're getting off topic. When they canceled BFN, I wasn't surprised. They were just kind of, the game wasn't going anywhere. Basically, it was getting worse and worse, so they just kind of bin bagged it. But I've heard news that this does not mean that PvZ is dead. They're going to be continuing to make a new game. I'm really hoping they're not going along with that RPG style mobile game, because I really don't want another mobile game, because I don't like playing on my iPad. I like playing on a console. But I hope they make Garden Warfare 3, and I hope they don't butcher it like they did with BFN. But personally, all they have to do to make Garden Warfare 3 is just take every element from Garden Warfare 1 and 2, fix everything that needs fixing, add a couple new features, try to polish those up, and then there, boom, Garden Warfare 3. And I will be perfectly fine with spending however much on it, or asking for it, I don't know. But until then, we're just gonna have to, you know, play different games or play Garden Warfare 1 or 2. But for now, yeah, I'm never playing BFN again, because personally, there's no reason to go back to it. It just never caused me any fun. It was always just headaches after headaches of screaming. I mean, again, sometimes Garden Warfare 1 and 2 makes me scream like that, but BFN maybe do that on a regular basis. But anyways, that's gonna do it. PvZ is my favorite game franchise of all time. If I had to rank all the I've done a ranking video, but if I had to give all the games 1 to 10s, I'd give the original game a 10, obviously. I think I'd give Garden Warfare 1 a 9, deducting it to a 9 just because it's not as good as I actually think. I'm just looking at it through a nostalgic perspective. PvZ 2 gets a 7 just because it's not the best, but it's good. Garden Warfare 2 gets an easy 10, honestly. It's more fun than any of the other games. PvZ Heroes gets a 6 because it's just kind of there. I don't really care about it. Yeah, you can guess what BFN's getting. It's getting like, if I had to look at it through a PvZ fan perspective, it gets a 2. But I'm looking at it, if I had to look at it through like a reviewer's perspective, I'd give it a 4. But I don't know what IGN's talking about. Ooh, yeah, let's give it a 7. I mean, they don't really know what they're talking about, considering they gave like WWE 2K15 a 7, and they also gave like gave Garden Warfare 1 I think they gave it a 7.8 just for not having split screen. So they have no idea what they're fucking talking about. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. See y'all later. Bye.